Hello to you all, especially my fellow sufferers of dementia. My name is Barry. Welcome to Indonesia. Like many of you, I also have mixed dementia and Alzheimer's. As we all know, it's a cruel illness that slowly eats away at every cell in our body and mind. But thanks to the Alzheimer's Society and Alzheimer's Forum, the awareness of our illness is widening. But there is still a lot to do, as there are a lot of people whose only vision they have in mind of our illness is of sufferers in the latter stages of dementia, when, unfortunately, as we know, all hope is lost, and they are dependent on family, caregivers, or nursing homes to support them. We're always reading, hearing, or seeing on the TV about such things. But I just want to tell you about the many thousands of people, like myself, who are in the early to mid stages of dementia. There is still so much misconception about our illness amongst people. In some cases, they get totally scared of us, almost as if we have an infectious disease, and turn away from us or cross the road so not to have contact with us. I'm forever trying to tell people that our dementia is like an iceberg, as all they can see is the 25% on the surface. The other 75% of our reality is hidden deep inside and tormenting us relentlessly day in and day out. Yes, it is a devastating illness that still has no cure, and an illness without any rhyme or reason, as it seems to affect each sufferer in a different way, even to the point that sometimes in the early stages you keep asking yourself the same question: have I really got dementia? But that's thanks to the modern day drugs that seem to work miracles in our brains. If it wasn't for such medication, I really don't know what my condition would be today, as I'm sure I wouldn't be doing this talk. They bring us back to life, almost like being reborn. Now I can use my computer again and write my poems and articles for Alzheimer's Forum and communicate with emails to my Alzheimer's friend Richard in England, which is brilliant, as now we find that we're helping each other with our illness. I'm convinced that dementia sufferers can help each other in this way, as we have a common understanding of how we feel. I send Richard recited poems and talks by email, and he sends me songs that he's written and sung. But that's when the misunderstandings come in from non-sufferers, as they read our articles, listen to our poems and songs, or look at works of art that sufferers have done, and you can see them thinking, what's wrong with this person? They seem perfectly normal. Normal? But we are normal, as even with dementia we still have a life. Yes, we get confused and muddled up and do silly things, or forget what we're doing or put things, but we still fight to retain some of our independence. Even with my Parkinson's, I still fight with my computer, as I'm sure not going to let it beat me yet. As sufferers, we must fight, and don't let it take over our body and mind. We need the strong support not just of the Alzheimer's Society, but all the general public and friends to help build our self-esteem, give us confidence and motivation. If we do a drawing or write something, then tell us how great it is. Don't give a negative, non-committal. And talk to us like adults, not children, as we're still human beings with a brain and feelings, even if they are confused and slow. So I've forgotten your name. So what? I know many non-sufferers that have the same problems with their memory, and they don't have our illness. To my fellow sufferers at home, I will say this. Accept the reality of your dementia, and that as of yet, nothing can change this. Then get back to living life to the full. Look for new interests, anything to keep the mind occupied. Try communicating with fellow sufferers by writing, talking, emailing each other, and exchange coping ideas and thoughts. As if we don't, and all we think about all the time is our dementia, well, then the dementia will just eclipse us and move in like an unwanted squatter that can't be evicted. We must fight, and non-sufferers must change their misconceptions of our illness and help us fight for better dementia sufferers equality. This is the future, the next generation. We must give them the chance and hope in life that they and dementia sufferers justly deserve. I give you a thought to always remember, for sufferers and non-sufferers alike. As dementia sufferers, we view, see, hear, and react to things in a totally different way to non-sufferers. But life in our limbs we still have, and I will continuously fight to get our message across to all non-sufferers, even if I am in Indonesia. God bless you all, my fellow sufferers. I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm very passionate about this, as dementia truly is our iceberg, but only 25% can you see.